But a little bit of breaking news we want to bring you, though. ABC News can now project that Donald Trump will win the Georgia primary. There you're seeing there, Donald Trump is the projected winner in that state. Rick Klein, what's your take on this?
Well, the polls showed that this was likely, but this is actually a blow to two other candidates who tried to win in this state. Ted Cruz, who had this whole southern firewall strategy, wanted to win in Georgia. And let me mention Marco Rubio, because people won't talk about him as a strong candidate in the South. There's no reason that Georgia Republicans couldn't vote for Marco Rubio. And they're going to try to spin this, but this is a bitter disappointment. They have talked about the exact kind of country club, suburban and exurban Republicans that ring the Atlanta metro area. Those should be Cruz Republicans. And the fact that they're Trump Republicans suggests that he is building a coalition that cuts across all of these candidates.
And the fact that polls indicated Donald Trump would win Georgia, and now ABC News is projecting that.
Yeah.
The fact it was predicted doesn't make it any less interesting. Because, as you say, you go back 4 months, 5 months, it didn't look that way. Cruz probably expected to win it back then. What this represents is something hypothetical becoming real.
That's
it's
right.
It's real. Donald Trump is projected now to win Georgia. That's real.
It is. It's a terrific point, and he's on a real winning streak, and he is now creating a real delegate lead. And people were very skeptical about Donald Trump from the beginning. Would he even run? Is he serious? Does he want to be president? Will he file his financial disclosures every step of the way? And then, are these polling numbers real? And where is his ceiling? And can he actually win in states in this deep South? And can he win in places that aren't, attuned to this New York brash billionaire?
Yeah.
And he's defied every one of those expectations, with the exception of Iowa early on, where he came in the close second to Ted Cruz. He has now won every other contest.
It's happening.
The conversation this is happening. The conversation has totally turned from can he win to now can anyone beat him?
That's exactly right. The ability to, it just gives you command of the whole field when you start winning like this, and it builds on itself, and you have momentum, and you have the national capacity to message. And Donald Trump has been masterful throughout, and winning in a state like Georgia is a statement. Again, this isn't the early states. This is when the campaign begins to go national, and there's no built-in reason that Ted Cruz or Marco Rubio couldn't win there.
76 delegates up for grabs in Georgia tonight on the Republican side. Does a win in Georgia mean something for Trump across the rest of the southern states up for grabs tonight?
Well, demographically, you'd presume that whatever happened in Georgia is happening elsewhere. And when you look at an Alabama, when you look at an Arkansas, a Tennessee, you can make assumptions about the makeup of the electorate. Those states are all different. Georgia has, particularly on the Democratic side, Georgia looks a lot different than some of the other states. But they share some of the regional sensibilities, and the messaging that's worked there does seem to have carried over.